everybody? It's your girl, Two Sides to the Queen. And I'm back with a quick little, I'm going to call it a story time. I'm still out here in the country, as you can see. Okay. I'll go home Saturday. Go back home Saturday. But I really wanted to come on here because my son's deadbeat father decided to call my phone on Christmas Day. Now, he didn't like call my actual phone, but he called me through Facebook Messenger. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But the story behind that is, as y'all seen my son is 12. Okay, he's 12 years old, and I'm sorry, not 12. He will be 12 in April. My son is 11. And for 11 years, I have been battling with this man to call his son. He lives in New Jersey, so I'm like, if you can't come and see him like that, but at least you can call him, like, with Facebook Messenger, and his dad has an iPhone, FaceTime, everything like that. It's like, it's so many ways to get in contact with your child. So, like, call your son. But he started off, he'll call him like every 2 to 3 months, something like that. He did that for years. And then, like, the last 2 years, I guess he got a new girlfriend or whatever, but the last 2 years, he would only call my son, like, on holidays. And then this last year, he ain't called my son at all. He up and moved to New York with his girlfriend, which I found out about that from his dad. And he just stopped calling my son. He didn't send him nothing for Christmas last year. Didn't send him nothing for his birthday. He didn't call for his birthday. He didn't do nothing. Zero zilch squat, okay? And my son has been really upset about that. Like, really, really upset about that. Like, yeah, okay, so he has my husband. My husband's been around him since he was 2. My husband has been around him, so... But it's just a simple fact that he knows who his dad is. His dad has come and seen him. He spent like a week or 2 with his dad when he comes down. He's been up to New Jersey to spend time with his dad, and he has a sister up there and his grandmother that stays up in Jersey or whatever. But it's like, he just, I don't know. I really don't even know how to do this, but I don't know what's going through his head or whatever, but with my son knowing, like, who his dad is, I guess it really hurt him a lot that his dad just stopped calling, because he would talk to his dad on the phone. And now he's getting older. So now that he's getting older, like, he's really, really seeing it, and he's really, really realizing it. But anyway, so his dad calls me on Messenger, and his dad is like, I'm like, hey, what's up? And he was like, oh, hey, do you have Cash App or whatever? And I was like, yes. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna send him some money for his birthday. For Christmas. And I was like, okay. And then he was just sitting on the phone. Yeah, IDK, like, I don't know what's going on with my phone. I'm running out of space, or I don't know what's happening. But anyway. So he calls, and he was just like, he's going to send him some money. And I was like, okay. And he was just sitting on the phone. So I was like, is there anything else you want? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, I want to tell Jalen Merry Christmas. I'm like, no. Okay, so here's the thing. You have not talked to my son all year. Last year, like, matter of fact, all 11 years, you would have been treating my son like crap. And now that I see that it's affecting him, you know what? I'm just going to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to deal. So, no, you can't talk to my child. Period, point blank. Like, no, you can't talk to him. And I was like, really upset about that. I was like, yo, how you just gonna call out the blue and just think you just, I'm gonna be super nice and just give you the phone when I'm the one that be struggling with everything my son got going on? Because, I told you my son was diagnosed with ADHD. So, I have to deal with with him with that, and with him with the school systems, and him with his medicine, and you don't care nothing about none of that stuff. None of that. And I've had conversations with this man like, can you please help me? You know what I'm saying? Like, my husband helps me with him, but it would have been better if the man that he really, you know what I'm saying, he want his dad, that would have been helping out. It would have been better, but he wasn't. So I'm like, nah, like, you're not talking to my child. So after I hung up or whatever, and I was like, you know what, Tiffany, go back here and go talk to your son, because you might have just jumped the gun a little bit because you're upset and you're mad and you're pissed off. So you know what, go talk to your child about it. So I went to talk to my son. I was like, you know, your dad was on the phone, blah blah, and my son heard him. And I was like, you know what, Jalen, I shouldn't have did that because I was upset. So you know what, if you want to talk to your dad, I will call him back and you can talk to him. You know, my son looked dead at me, which I knew was going to happen one day. And my son was like, nope. Thanks for the Christmas money, but he doesn't want to talk to him. And he was like, that man owe me an apology because he's been real stupid. You know, my son talked like that too. He's like, he's an idiot and he's been real stupid. So I was like, you want me to call him back and tell him that? He was like, nope. So then I was like, okay. You know, and I call his dad a deadbeat because, like, he pays child support monthly. It is not a lot, okay? Not a lot, but he pays his child support. But I call him a deadbeat because he's not involved like he should be. Like, to me, there's two types of deadbeat. There's a deadbeat who don't pay and don't do nothing, but then there can also be a deadbeat who pays and then don't care to see the child, talk to the child, none of that. And to me, that's a deadbeat in the worst way. Like, that's the worst possible goddamn way to be, especially when your child knows who you are. Because money and stuff only goes so far, honey. But being present and how they're raised, and being present and, you know, making sure that he becomes a man, to me, that's way, way more important than you sending him Christmas money. So at the end of the day, I was just like, you know what, I'm over it. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys because my son is now outside. So anyway, it should go 2 sides to the queen. Like, comment, subscribe, and there's mommy's baby.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, Pumpkin. And I'm out.